Gets all that good stuff off the bottom. And your chicken, oh, Lord have mercy, that's so good. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today it's going to be a day in the life, and I'm going to show you how I prepare my meals for a single person. I should have filmed the tenderloin that I cooked last night, but I was so tired from pruning all those trees you saw in the previous video. And if you're new here, welcome, and to my subscribers that are coming back, thank you. I'm glad that you're here. I prepare my meals in bulk, I guess is what you call it. I cook a lot at one time, and then I put them in portions, and then I freeze it. And then, so whenever I want to have this, that, or the other, I just pull it right out of the freezer, I thaw it out, and heat it up and eat. So that way, I'm only having to stand at the stove one time instead of every day. So today I went shopping, and I buy food that is on sale. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. A quick sale. Hang on just a minute. Pardon that, it was my neighbor. She needs my help in about an hour. So I'm going to have to rush through this video. So yes, I do buy meat that's on quick sale. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that they got to move it. It needs to go in the freezer. I'm going to make myself something to drink real quick, and then I'm going to get this set up and show you how I do everything. And then I got to jet over 2 doors down, 3 doors down, and help my neighbor. A clean surface whenever I'm working. And yes, I do use disinfectant wipes. I do not find that, in my personal opinion, this is just my opinion, I do not find essential oils and all that stuff to be as effective as Clorox wipes or disinfectant wipes. So if you think about it, when you go have surgery, I don't think they clean the area that they're going to make an incision with tea tree oil or an essential oil. I highly doubt it. They don't use Clorox wipes either, but they clean surfaces in the hospitals with this stuff for a reason. And I will leave that conversation there. So, here we go. My hands are washed. I need to go ahead and get the knife that I want to use. I think I'll use this one. No. Yeah, I'll use this one. Okay. All right. Now what I do with my containers is I put them in the freezer, and then I unload them into the trash can on trash day. So my trash can doesn't smell bad. So what I do is the tenderloins were not on sale today, but these were. So I'm going to go ahead and get my frying pan out. Have a bowl, and I'm going to make some seasoning. I'm just making this up as I go. I don't really usually measure, so I do love pepper. I try to watch the sodium. Got a half a teaspoon of that. Get a little bit of cayenne pepper because I like a little bit of heat. A little bit of onion powder. I don't think I need anything else, but there we go. If I need some more, I'll just make up another batch. Done. Get out a plate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve up this meat. I'm going to get the fat off. Now what I do with my chicken bits and things like that is I put it out for my feral cat that I have. He's an old Tom, and he's a good mouser, so he should be rewarded. for doing what he does. I don't want him to get too comfortable with me feeding him, because then he'll stop mousing. But I cut off the fat, which it is winter almost, and I'm sure he would appreciate it. If I could ever catch him on film, I would, and show you how pretty he is. He's an absolutely gorgeous cat. I'm not really a cat person. For those who are new to the channel and don't know, I've had over 20 cats, so I'm kind of catted out right now. There we go. Alright, I've cut out all the stuff that I won't eat. So I just cut them in strips. I'm not a butcher. I don't care how it's cut. It's just cut. Try to cut them evenly. By the way, I got these Rada knives. These are my Rada knives. I got them off of Tammy of Collard Valley Cooks website, and I'll put the link below so you can check them out. I think if you use her link, you get a discount. I don't swear to that, but you have to go check it yourself and see. I'm going to coat each of these in this right here. Not all of it. Just enough just to get a little bit on there. Okay, not everything, every bite has got to have it on here. That's just me, you do you. Because I don't fry these. I don't eat fried food. That's got plenty on it. Okay, I am just going to brown these. That is all I'm going to do. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I like this little apparatus right here. It's like a fishing lure. And I could pick up an entire pot roast with this thing. There we go. Now, since this is a gas stove, wherever the flame is, it's going to be hottest. And since it's on medium, it'll be right around in here. I'll cook those last. If it was on high, the ring would be out here, and that would be the hottest. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to brown these until they're golden on both sides and cook thoroughly. There we go. Let's see how this is going. Now see how it's starting to get a little bit golden brown? Yeah, these are almost ready to flip over. That one isn't. No. Almost. How's this doing? Okay, I think these are ready to be flipped. Because the ones where the flame is, it's going to get done faster. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, so that one's brown. I'll turn the flame up just a little bit to expedite this. Okay, here's my towel. Now, if this were fried food, I would not put it on a towel. I would put it on a rack. See how that's doing. Oh, that looks good. Now these are, I'm going to flip them over one more time now that pan's good and hot. Similar to Tammy with Collar Valley Cooks, and I will put her link down below. I know her personally, and she's a very, very wonderful person. She's absolutely fabulous and a good Christian woman. Down to earth, funny, and but we like to clean as we cook. That way, after dinner's over, everybody's full and trying to let their food settle. They're not overwhelmed with the thought of having to clean the kitchen. Oh yeah, those are ready. Those are finally getting ready. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit longer because those are thicker. Gets all that good stuff off the bottom. And your chicken, oh, Lord have mercy, that's so good. Flip them one more time, get them juicy on both sides. These two, I'm gonna put these over here and get that side that's weird or awkward. There we go. Flip this one more time. Put that down in there and cook. Yes, that is ready. Yes. Okay, that one's ready. These three over here I'm going to leave. How about you, buddy? Yes. I do have a meat thermometer, but this one. Alright, there you go. So, I bought these Hefty bags. Some people don't like plastic. That's fine. You do you. And I am going to put two, depending on what size they are, I'm going to put 2 chicken tenderloins in each bag. I think I am going to make gravy because I got to make 2 batches of gravy. I got to make gravy for the pork tenderloin that I made last night with the broth that was left over. And I'm going to do the same for the chicken right here. And once I make the gravy, I'll put the gravy inside the bag with the chicken tenders. And the gravy that I make with the pork tenderloin juice, I'll put it inside the bags with the pork tenderloins. Let me show you what I got. I made a homemade rub, and I cooked an entire tenderloin, and I cut it up in 2 slices for each bag. So I've got to make a gravy that will go inside of each bag, and then I freeze it. I freeze all these bags, and then just for dinner, I grab it out of the refrigerator, let it thaw, and just heat it up and eat it. That way I'm not standing at the stove every night. Let that cook down. Turn that down a little bit. Let that cook slow and low. Nativity scene is built, and I will go by and take a photo of it and post it here. I I winged it. It was the first time I've ever built a structure, if you will. It's just 2 pallets, part of the flooring that I cut out of that back bedroom when the sill broke, and some 2x4s that have been sitting out in those that wooded area behind the house for, well, since Papa was alive, and he died in 2007 or 8. So, and then I went in someone's backyard that said I could get some palm fronds, and I screwed those down, and there you have it. So I will take a picture of that. So getting back to this, I'm going to be making a chicken gravy for my chicken tenders that I just cooked. And then for the pork tenderloin, I'll be using, the juices from that. The juice that was left over from making the tenderloin. Thank you, Tammy of Colorado Valley Cooks, for helping me out with that. I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of flour, all purpose. And when I put my stock in, I'm going to use chicken stock. So when I put my chicken stock in, it's going to lift all of that goodness out of there. And it's going to make for a good gravy. Okay, the butter is melted. Now I'm just going to slowly add. Okay, I don't know where we left off, but the battery ran dead, so. I'm gonna add some more and let it cook down. You see that bottom is clean. See how I want it. Let me get the chicken tenderloins out of the refrigerator and get ready to make the pork gravy. And here's my butter. I did not rinse the saucepan out, so I'm not burning my butter. It's the stuff that was left over from the chicken gravy. I wasn't going to wash the pan that I was just about to use. So let's put the flour in. I don't really know how thick I want this either. Let's get that paste going. I'm just gonna have to pick up the thing. The scoop's not working. This looks like it's going to be a good gravy as well. I may have to get out some more chicken stock. I think this is going to be too thick. Which is fine. I don't care, but I got to pour them in the bag, so it's got to be somewhat runny. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some chicken stock. Because that's all the stuff, all the juice I had left in that pork tenderloin. That's not going to be enough. So let me go get another box of chicken stock. Oh, look at that. Mmm. Mmm. Oh man, you can really, oh man, the brown sugar that I put in that, oh my word. That is so good. You can put a little bit more in there. There's enough in there, there's enough spices in there where I can water this down as well. I'll have plenty for the pork tenderloin. Because I'm putting a little bit of gravy. It's a little bit runny, but that's all right. It's more like a marinade or a sauce, to be honest. It's very good. I'll save some for whenever I have company and see what they think. And see, it's going to marinate in that. And then I'll set it to the side. All right, let's get the pork gravy on the pork tenderloin and get that, you know, all bagged up. I think we'll call it good. All right, what I have in here, since I didn't show anybody this, I didn't film it, is I had an enormous, I bet you that thing was 2 feet long, pork tenderloin. So what I did was I cooked half of it and gave half of it to my neighbor. And I cooked it just in the fashion of what Collard Valley Cooks, or Tammy Nichols over at Collard Valley Cooks, said to do. And I tell you what, that thing came out juicy. If you look at my Instagram, you'll see what I'm talking about. That's some good stuff right there. I have just enough gravy in each of these pouches to be able to have some rice, and this cover the meat and the rice. Here, I've taken 2 slices of pork tenderloin, covered them in gravy, and took all of the air out of the bag. And I'm going to let these sit in the refrigerator overnight, and then I'm going to put them in the freezer. So that way they can kind of marinate. Let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, I got 12 dinners of chicken tenderloin. So all I have to do is just make some rice. I probably make about 4 cups of rice and then divide it up into 4 days so that each meal will already have some rice. That'll help out a lot. And when I cook rice, I use chicken stock or chicken broth to boil my rice in. And you wouldn't believe how amazing that tastes. And I actually do that with pasta as well. I think I mentioned that in another video. But I'm gonna let these also marinate, if you will, overnight, and then in the morning I will have to do a freezer declutter and then put these in there. So look forward to that video. So I thank you for being here. I hope you found this interesting, And if you haven't already, please subscribe and smash those thumbs and hit that bell so you get future notifications. I got a ton of new videos coming out. In case you didn't know, I took 2 months off and I have so much content that I just didn't have time to edit, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. And thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next. I almost forgot. I need to go show you the nativity scene that I built for my neighbor. Let's go. All right, here's the nativity scene that I built. I had 1 hour. I got some pallets, and I had some of the flooring that I cut out of that back den, and I had some 2x4s that were laying out in the backyard for probably since 2008. And I just braced it up. Hang on, here's a car. I just braced it up, and I went in my neighbor's backyard over here, just cut some fronds, palm fronds off and screwed them into the table. So I just screwed them into the structure so they wouldn't blow away, because it's supposed to be having storms here pretty soon. Some of the wood was rotted. It's not exactly perfect, but I don't think when they stayed in the stables they were perfect either. So last year I made her that cross. It does illuminate like mine. So let's get out of here.